All right, I'm gonna put my bike in front here, and we can start with our picks.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I sure will, motherfucker. All right, let's get it.
Football!
Yay! It's my favorite time of year. The
It is
fall,
the best time of year.
spooky season, football.
Hell yeah.
It's good shit. I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah. Seeing all those fucking men all jacked up and all wet and greasy, you know, it's
Yeah,
just the best
like-
time of the year.
I mean, I watch pro wrestling the rest of the year to kind of like get the same feeling, but football is the only time I really feel like you can tap someone on the ass and not feel gay about it, you know?
Yeah.
Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but, you know, big sweaty men.
Did you just try to avoid getting canceled by saying it's okay to do gay shit?
Well, it is okay to be gay.
It is.
But don't hide your true self.
But, so yeah, all right. Here, Manly Brandon here with fucking Douglas Yancey Graves.
Hello.
And I'm on the exercise bike, and he's on his fucking ass, and we're
Yep.
picking football.
All right.
Hold on,
So-
Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour and 10 minutes.
1 hour and 10
Fuck
minutes,
Alexa.
starting now.
Somebody already did though, and I'm jealous.
Yeah, she's married and has a baby. She has a baby in her.
No one knows how many times you've been fucked to get pregnant though. That's the crazy thing. They just congratulate you like, hey, you're pregnant, but they don't know how many times you got railed by everybody.
Exactly, and like when you're telling people you're trying to get pregnant, you're just like, yeah, we're just cream pieing every night.
Yeah.
Like you say that to your
Sometimes
parents
just
and shit.
Sometimes a cream pie works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yep. I'm not a for it, and I'm not against it. Actually, I'm very for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't pulling out Vietnam, I sure ain't damn pulling out your ass.
Exactly. I ain't gonna pull out my dick. I ain't trying to become the king of England.
No. Alright, anyway.
King Arthur had to come along and pull my dick out of your ass.
Peter Richard Johnson.
Peter Richard Johnson.
Alright, so the first conference that we're gonna do with your conference first. The worst conference, of course, you know.
Yeah, the NFC least.
Yeah, y'all suck.
We put three playoff teams in there last year.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So, I forgot, is it 7 teams now, or is it's 6? No, 7. right?
Seven, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. I don't like the fact that they changed that, but whatever. So NFC East, Manly Brandon, who is winning the NFC East, featuring the Washington, probably going to switch their name back to Redskins, hopefully.
Yep.
The Dallas Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
New York Giants, or those 3 teams.
All right, those 3 teams, and then some bird team, some ridiculous bird team. Obviously, the ridiculous bird team should fucking win this division. Now, lots of stuff can happen throughout the season. Injuries can happen or whatever. But on paper, the Eagles have like the second best roster in the entire NFL. So, as long as people stay healthy, they should handily win this division.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The Eagles have an amazing roster. The only question mark is them losing both coordinators this past year.
Mm-hmm. How much was it the coordinators? How much was it Sirianni?
More so the offensive one than the defensive one. Because like the defense was kind of spotty all year. Like when they had like certain like tackles and defensive linemen out, they just couldn't stop fucking anybody.
Yeah, couldn't
but then when
stop
they got those
anybody.
guys back, then they shut everybody down.
Yeah, and which I don't understand because, like I said, on paper, they looked great, but like they could not put it together. So yeah, maybe the change in defensive coordinators is going to be a huge help. Now remember, the year after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they lost Frank Reich, and after that, it was like a fucking horror show. So
is it going to repeat? I guess is the question.
I have them slated to at least make it back. They definitely make it back to the playoffs. definitely make it back to the NFC Championship game, and I'm pretty confident they're going to make it back to the Super Bowl if everything falls into place. Because like, there's not a lot of super dark horse teams, and they kind of ran roughshod over the NFC last year.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair. It's obviously tough to replace both coordinators. I think the defensive one is a lot less important to the Eagles than the offensive one, because like Jalen took a huge step with Steichen. It's the fucking coordinator.
Forward,
and now he's gonna have somebody else calling the plays. He's gonna have somebody else like calling the shots.
Yeah, are they going to play to his strengths more? Is he going to be comfortable? I think a big thing for him that Carson Wentz didn't have, because like I used to love Carson Wentz. I thought he was going to be the next Big Ben. I really did. But then after he got that injury, he just had zero confidence anymore. Then the team wasn't behind him, and like they hated him because he was kind of a douche, I guess. But I think that the team's really behind Jalen, so he's got that advantage where I think that he's going to continue progressing.
Yeah, so think about this. Like, Jalen improved so much from, was it year 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
2 to 3. This is the 4th year. So he improved so much from 2 to 3 that there isn't much room to go up higher. It's only can go down slightly, you know?
Yeah. The only thing that he can really improve is his touchdown passing numbers.
Like, him in the Super Bowl, he was fucking phenomenal in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like if that penalty hadn't happened at the end and the Eagles had a full possession, they would have scored. Like, because like neither team could stop. It was going to come down to who had the ball last with time.
Yep. The old defense championship is starting to go down now, finally because of the rule changes.
Yep, exactly. I mean, you still have to have a defense, obviously, and there's more pride on defense, but
even though like defense can't control games as much as they used to, they still can, like heavily, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like if you have like 1 or 2 guys that are just game wreckers on your defensive line, like it just wreaks havoc all day.
It's true.
And maybe that's not even revolutionary, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah, exactly. So what about the other teams in the East? What are we thinking about the Cowboys, the Redskins, and the Giants?
The Dallas is literally predicated on Dak.
Mm-hmm.
The defense will be fine. The receivers are okay. The backs, okay. Tight end, But literally they go as Dak goes. Like, if Dak is like, doing a very like high percentage, not turning the ball over, but getting like good efficient work, they'll be fine. It's just like he'll explode in some games where he like throws like 4 or 5 touchdowns, then doesn't do shit the next game. Like boom or bust, I guess.
Yeah, he's can be incredible, but then he's also like a fucking huge like turnover machine too. So yeah, it's all gonna depend, because they could end up winning the East, because you just never know. Like they also have the potential.
I really like he doesn't strike me as an efficient quarterback when people's buttholes like pucker up in like really tight situations. Like,
yeah, he's not clutch. He's not who you want.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, but I think he's established now that, is he really better than Romo was, or is he the same guy?
I think he's the same guy. He doesn't have the intangibles.
Yeah, like they're good enough to get you there to like the playoffs, but they can't take that next step for whatever reason.
And like it's really weird, but that's always been like a knock on like black quarterbacks, is they're not gritty.
Yeah.
They don't have, like they're athletic and they're super talented, but like they don't have that same grittiness. Because like, Tom Brady, I'm more athletic than Tom Brady was, and that motherfucker throw fucking circles around me.
At a certain point, people are gonna figure out how to stop your athleticism, and you're gonna have to grind and like be efficient.
Yep.
And in some plays, like some drives, you're just gonna get your ass whipped, but you can't turn the ball over and you can't do negative plays.
You can't make stupid shit. You can't try to force things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta lay back and just let it happen.
You're not gonna overpower everyone. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like some teams are obviously not built the same, and there's different matchups. But when you get to playoff time, you're not going to just fucking steamroll everybody. Like somebody is going to have a good matchup, and you're still going to have to come out against a bad matchup and still find a way to win.
Yeah, you gotta. It's like to make it even a nerdy analogy, it's like having a magic deck. You know, like if you're so one-sided, eventually you gotta have like a backup plan in case somebody counters your one side.
Yeah, like you have one trick. We're really good at throwing the ball. Okay, then we're just gonna drop everybody pass coverage. Can you run on us? Okay, you can't. So you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gonna do nothing. And I think that's what the Cowboys are. Their one trick is Dak.
So how do you feel about the other teams in the division then? Like, how do you like? I like the Commanders' defensive line and I like the Commanders' receivers.
Yeah, but who's their quarterback?
Yeah, exactly. That's all about I know for sure that I like. I like the receivers and I like their defensive line.
Yeah, because like they had a pretty decent season last year too, all things considered. Like everyone in the East at one point was a potential playoff team.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I just don't know. I don't think the Giants are for real. I think Danny Dimes was playing for his life.
You think last year was a fluke and they just caught everybody by surprise? Now they'll have game film on this year.
Yeah, because like they didn't blow anyone out. There was no dominant performances. They won, but like, you know, like that stat, like how many games did you win by 3 or less points? You know, you might as well count those as losses.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to win those games because eventually those games are going to be the crucial ones that get you to the next level.
Yeah, but they're not the ones that you can depend on. You know, like those are the ones that you got to be like, okay, we'll count that as it could have been a loss. So, you know,
I kind of disagree just because you've got to win those ones. Like you can count them as a loss or whatever since they're so close, but you got to depend on always coming on top in those really close games.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like when the margin of error is that close, then you count it as a loss because it could have went either way depending upon like a play. Like that's not a dominant performance. You can't count on that week to week. You have to win them. Yes, I agree. You have to win every game. However, those ones you might as well chalk them up as a loss and figure out what you did. Why didn't you win by 6?
So like the 13-4 Vikings, basically all their really close wins were all losses, really.
Yeah, basically. And then look exactly look what happened to them.
Yeah, it's quarterback play. Like,
you know what I mean? Like in the end, like if they weren't going to be close, then they weren't going to win. And don't even start at Kirk Cousins. We'll get to him eventually. But yeah, so I think the breakdown is going to be Eagles, Cowboys, and I think the Cowboys are my asterisk, probably going to make the playoff team, and then Giants, and then the Commanders because they're still.
So you're thinking Kellen Moore leaving the offensive coordinator and the head coach calling plays now will make a substantial difference, about the same, or lesser?
I think it's going to make a substantial difference, but I don't know which way.
Okay. So either way, it's going to be either a big swing and miss or it's going to be a home run.
Exactly. Like I think that the change is going to be substantial enough.
All right. Well, moving on to the next division, since we both agree that the Eagles will win that one.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the NFC West, which is the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the 49ers.
Oh, man.
Are we pretty much in agreement that this is probably going to be chalk and we're going with the 49ers?
Yeah, this is the Niners division to lose. They're my dark horse Super Bowl team. Like they had everything they needed to do except their boy got injured in the fucking NFC game. Like if Purdy would have been not hurt, do the Eagles win? Who knows?
Yeah, like
Man, their roster is probably the number 1 roster in the league with like great play calling. Now the defense will be a little bit different with D'Amico Ryans leading.
Yeah.
But still, like they got so many guys all over the fucking field that can play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. All of their starters could be starters anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that on a lot of other teams where you're like, yeah, he could replace my center, he could replace my guard, but they do.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they're nuts.
Pretty much everywhere on the fucking starting team could start in somebody else's team. Very few spots they couldn't.
Except the quarterback.
Yeah, and possibly receiver.
And that's because, well, don't the guy, old boy, what's his name? Or is he hurt? Their big-time receiver.
Brandon.
No, their number 1 guy. Debo? Yeah.
Is he hurt? I don't know.
I don't know if he's still hurt or not. He was. But yeah, like, because they're going Trey Lance. Like that's their boy. Trey Lance is their guy.
No, it's Brock Purdy started.
Are you positive?
He just started the fucking opening preseason game.
Yeah, but some teams didn't even play their starters in the opening preseason game.
The official depth chart reads Brock Purdy, Sam, I forgot his fucking USC name, and Trey is the third.
Okay, so Trey must be still hurt or something then, because there's no way he'd be number 3 on the depth chart. I'm pretty sure that they said they were sticking with Trey, bro.
No, they said, dude, they're going with Brock. They just don't want to officially say that. Like, Trey is not playing. There's no way Trey is going to be the starting quarterback opening day, barring injuries.
Because they have a lot invested in him.
So that doesn't mean you can't move off somebody. They made a bad pick. Now, like, did he get a fair shot? Did play a bunch? No, not really. However, what they did see is not enough to actually make him the guy.
Sorry,
Are you saying you're a Trey Lance guy? You think he should be the quarterback?
No, I think that Brock Purdy should be. I thought that they were going with Trey Lance.
No, they're going Brock.
Says here, 49ers Trey Lance to start preseason opener versus Raiders. Sam Darnold to play in the second half.
He didn't. Brock did.
Like I said, there's got to be an injury then.
he was injured since last year. I don't think that's true.
But, I mean, I agree that they should go Brock. Like, why wouldn't you? You ride the hot hand. Remember when the Bears fucked up and they benched Neckbeard Shogun? And they got fucking wrecked? That's what happened. They should have stuck with Orton.
Yeah, you mess with the mojo.
So, yeah, Niners clearly. I think the Seahawks are... They're a one-year wonder. There's no way Geno Smith, who couldn't put it together for the rest of his career, suddenly can put it together for the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's good, solid even, but he's not going back to the Pro Bowl this year. I think they take a huge step back. It was like a lot of prove-it energy in Seattle last year. So I think that everyone was playing out of their minds. They're going to fall back to earth this year. I don't even think they're going to get second in the division. I think that the Rams will finish second.
You think the Rams are going to do a complete bounce back and like go back to form?
Yeah.
Wow, like the Super Bowl year form.
Not the Super Bowl year, but just their above average, decent team. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll maybe win 9 games, but I think that the Seahawks will only win 8.
I just see everybody that is supposed to be their main guys that they invested in. They took their shot, all regressed, and I just can't see them coming back.
Who's their quarterback?
Stafford.
But he's going to be back this year, right? Like,
Yeah.
so that's why. I mean, why would you doubt? You know, like because they regressed because he went down.
And Cooper Kupp went down.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So if they stay healthy, then there's no reason for me to doubt them.
Yeah, I got zero confidence in them coming back, mostly because of the depth across the team. They just don't have a lot of players because they took all the shots. And
Yeah, I mean they are a
a
couple injuries away from being a fucking 4-13 team.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
And Stafford's shown that he can't stay healthy.
Obviously, the Cardinals, no one has any sort of confidence
Yeah.
in them to do worth a fuck.
They're putting a lot of faith in Kyler, and I have zero faith in that dude.
He's already out the first half of the year already, like the first 7 games or 8 games or whatever.
So yeah, definitely not. But like I said, Seahawks, I just don't think that they were for real. So if I had to pick between the Rams and the Seahawks to finish second in that division, I'm saying Rams, but I could see the case for Seahawks because they are coming off a hot year.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay Seahawks because I literally don't believe in the Rams' depth and guys bouncing back that to show that what they were.
Yeah, but I just think that Stafford coming back is going to elevate everyone. He's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, but like, are you telling me you're gonna put him in your top 10 number?
For starters, well, we'll have to do that at the end. We'll have to break down the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I don't see how he makes the top 10. To be honest with you.
I just don't know if anyone's passed him.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, who's a better one? Is he even a top 15?
Oh, definitely. I still say he might be a top 10. He might be like number 8. We'll have to look at it when we get to that point.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to come and revisit this again.
Okay. All right, so we agreed unanimously. We're really boring. We both picked the 49ers.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much everyone's pick. You know, there's no dark horse there. We're not stupid.
Yeah, like for these first two picks, their rosters are just so good across the board. It's hard to pick against having a good roster.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now we're going to move to the wide open division of the NFC South.
The
Atlanta
South.
Falcons, the Carolina Panthers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who wants to win this division? You know, isn't fucking Baker Mayfield the quarterback for the Bucs?
He is.
That is crazy. But I think probably Saints,
Why?
because they're the first one that popped into my head.
So you have no convincing argument that they're going to do anything? You just
I don't have any convincing argument for any team in the South. What are you thinking?
I want to say, like, I almost want to agree with you just for the fact that Derek Carr's the quarterback there and no one else has any quarterback at all.
Yeah, and Derek Carr may be incredible down there. He could Drew Brees the fuck out of his career down there.
He doesn't have Sean Payton though, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go complete dark horse here. Maybe it's not a dark horse at all. I'm gonna go with the Carolina Panthers.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
Isn't that quarterback Jimmy Clausen?
It is.
Jake Delhomme. Ah, yeah.
Because who won the division last year? It was the Bucs, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
We retired.
Where's Jameis? Where's Jameis at?
I don't know. Sam,
Yeah.
maybe?
I don't remember where he's at, but yeah, none of these teams stand out. This may be the worst division in football, and so of course one of the teams is going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl because we're talking trash right now.
Atlanta has a worse skill position and has okay offensive line that could be a little bit better, but they just don't have a quarterback. Like,
One team from the South is gonna have a shot, just because some team has to represent the South in the playoffs.
yeah, I'm picking Panthers, man.
I'm gonna say Saints, so we have a little bit of split there because I do think that Derek Carr's gonna have a good season. And who did they just? What receiver did just re-sign with them that everyone forgot played for them?
Oh yeah, Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham
So
came. So like the skill positions for the Saints is a no-brainer with the quarterback. And Carolina obviously got rid of their top receiver. And like they're in a rebuild.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's so bad that just for the sake of it, like I could easily see the Saints winning this, don't get me wrong.
yeah, like I said, I can't argue with you. Like what you're saying is not ridiculous to me at all. I'm like, yeah, I'm on board.
It's so open, and I want to see something new and fresh happen in that division. But I'm picking the Panthers with very little confidence. I'm hoping to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, because I mean, every year some dark horse ass team comes and they're just great. Like I said, last year no one expected the Eagles to be good, and we made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Doesn't make any sense. So they could be this year's Eagles. You just never know. They just got to punch their dance card. So yeah, if the rest of the after the first place, I couldn't tell you what order I have it in. I'm guessing the Cardinals last. Well, not the Cardinals, the Falcons.
I'm saying Bucks last, Atlanta third, Saints 2, Carolina 1.
What if fucking Baker Mayfield just it finally clicks for him?
Nope.
Because don't they have like a really good receiver core?
Yes. Yeah, they got skill like at receiver, bar none.
But yeah, I'm thinking Saints. I believe in Derek Carr until I don't. So yeah, so our first discourse here.
All right. Now we're going to move to the most competitive division in the NFC.
Yeah, the North.
The Lions, the Pack. Well, I mean, I'll argue that the South could have been, but
yeah, but for the opposite reason.
Yeah, the Lions, the Packers, the Bears, and the Vikings in the NFC North.
All right.
Well,
I don't have any.
The last one. I'll go first on this one.
All right.
Now the Lions are the hot pick, right?
Yeah. They look like they're about ready to take the next step.
But people are sleeping on the Vikings. You know, like they were 13-4 last year with a terrible defense.
Yeah, no, but like I said, count those the 3-point games as losses, and then tell me what their record was.
Now, I really desperately want to see the Lions offense take the next step and become a juggernaut with Jared Goff at QB. So that's it. I'm picking the Lions right there.
I think that you know my feelings about the league and Jared Goff by now. But he fooled a lot of people last year.
Fooled everybody.
I think, yeah.
I'll do you one better. The Lions offense does so well this year. Jared Goff catapults Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator, to a head coaching position next year. Book it.
All right. Put that down as an asterisk, as a Keith special prediction.
All right, I'm putting it right now.
But yeah, I think the Lions should win this division. I don't believe in the Vikings. I don't believe in a thing called Jordan Love. But Justin Field, what's this going to do? Everyone is projecting him to take such a huge leap this year that he's going to be a top 5.
Wow.
Yeah, like if you look at these projections of quarterbacks and stuff, they put him in the top 5. And all he does is run, literally.
What do you believe?
I don't trust Chicago's passing game historically, so I don't think it's going to work out. Mm-hmm. He's one-dimensional, but you can say that, but no one was able to contain him.
Well, actually, multiple teams said they won like 3 games.
Yeah, I know, but like he still got his shit. Like it's just that they didn't have enough in the passing game to outscore opponents, and their defense is trash.
Who throws the ball?
Not him.
There's your answer. He's contributing to them losing.
So, but if he takes a step forward as a passer, like what happens? Who do the Bears have? Who are their receivers?
Bears receivers.
On paper, everybody is hyping the Bears receiving core out of this fucking world. You got DJ Moore, who they're traded for.
Yeah.
They got Darnell Mooney, and they got old boy from the Steelers.
Claypool?
Claypool, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Claypool.
The guy from Primus?
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, I think that the Bears are going to take a step back, and Justin Fields going to get injured with the reckless way that he plays.
What about Cole Kmet at tight end? They're saying he's a great fucking receiving tight end. I haven't seen a fucking lick of that.
Yeah, I know. I that's what I keep on hearing too. Like, oh, Kmet, man. I was like, that motherfucker needs to buy a vowel. First of all.
He really does.
But yeah, and I have no faith in the Packers.
You're not bearing any Bears hype then?
No, I'm not hearing the Bears hype.
Okay. So who are you taking?
Oh, I'm taking Lions.
Lions?
Yeah, because I don't have faith in the other teams.
Jared Goff, what are you doing?
Yeah, the league's figured him out, but they haven't figured out the rest of the team.
Okay, so mainly we're going to take me.
Yep.
You don't have any bold predictions like I did? No.
That Justin Field will get injured.
Well, that's pretty obvious. He runs the ball.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, that's not a very bold prediction, but I think he takes a step back.
Well, if you got any mainly predictions at any point in this, please let me know.
My mainly prediction is that Justin Field ends the season as not even a top 20 quarterback.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting that down.
Yep, book it.
Brandon says Justin Fields at end of season will not even be a top 20 QB. Okay, got it down. Saving it right now.
Yep.
Say it.
I'm taking it. That's a manly prediction.
That is a manly prediction. Wow.
All right, so now I guess while we're in, who's our playoff teams for the NFC?
All right, so I'll let you go first on this one, and I'll take the AFC going first. So you got, as the start, you got the Eagles, Niners,
Saints,
and Lions. Who are your other three?
It's 3 wild card teams. One of them will be the Dallas Cowboys.
Uh-huh.
One of them will be the Los Angeles Rams.
Wow.
And one of them will be the Minnesota Vikings.
All right. So I have also the Eagles, the 49ers, the Panthers, and the Lions. My other playoff teams will be the Seattle Seahawks, the Chicago Bears,
Ooh, with their sub-top 20 quarterback.
and the Vikings.
The Vikings. Only one team from the East this year after 3 last year.
Actually, no, I'm not picking the Bears. I have no conviction in that. I'm putting Giants over them.
Giants over the
Actually,
boys.
No. I'm taking boys.
Boys, yeah.
No.
No.
This is tough. I'm going to take. I don't have any conviction in any of these teams.
Yeah, outside of the division winners, I'm not confident in almost anybody.
I'm going to say. Because I think the Giants are going to take a step back.
Yeah, I do too. I think that everyone was just playing out of their mind last year.
I think the Vikings will also take a step back too.
Yeah, just because they didn't convincingly win anything. Those games can go by the wind, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to go Cowboys. So I'm going to go Eagles, 49ers, Panthers, Lions, Seahawks, Vikings, Cowboys.
That's a pretty good.
I think we're very similar, except for I got Seahawks, you got Rams,
Yep.
and you got Saints, and I got Panthers.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's going to be the difference makers for us here.
Yes.
Now, who's going to represent the NFC in the S Bowl?
The AFC.
Hold on, we got it. Who's going to win the NFC Championship?
Oh, I didn't put that on there. Okay.
Because we got to pick who's going to go to the Super Bowl, right?
NFC champion.
The NFC Championship game will be the Eagles versus the Niners, and I think the Eagles get it done.
Eagles win.
I'm predicting a stunning victory for my Philadelphia Eagles.
It's Eagles. I am going to pick the hosting 49ers
Ooh.
versus the Lions.
The Lions. They think that offense is going to be enough, huh?
I'm just fucking with you. I'm going shock, but I'm going to tell you the Eagles or the 49ers are hosting.
Yeah.
And I'm actually taking the 49ers to make it to the Super Bowl.
That's what I figured. That's why I went Eagles. So we have a little bit of discourse here.
Oh, no, you got to pick the Eagles to win.
Oh, I think the Eagles, like I said, the Eagles, I'm confident that they're, barring injury, I think they're the class of the NFC.
I'm telling you, it's a chalk rematch, except the 49ers get it done this time. Because historically, the 49ers beat the Packers in the playoffs all the time, which has nothing to do with the argument.
Yeah, especially because neither one of us picked the Packers to make the playoffs.
Correct. All right.
Good, thanks for clearing that up.
Right? Moving on to the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills, the newly acquired Aaron Rodgers Jets, the Miami injured Dolphins, and the depleted New England Patriots. Who are you taking?
I am going Jets. I think they made a bunch of strides last year, and adding Aaron to the mix is only going to make them better.
Woo.
Just Josh Allen, man, he makes too many stupid mistakes.
I'm not unbothered now.
And I can't in good conscience pick the Dolphins because if Tua doesn't play, their quarterback situation is fucking gross.
I'm gonna stick with the Bills this year right now.
They're like an prove me wrong season. Well, you got to stay. You got to stay with them until they prove that they can't get it done.
Yeah, I just want to see them prove that they just can't overcome. But yeah, it's a fairly. It's like one of those things. Like Tua is in a year where he needs to show that he can stay healthy all year. Now, if he can, they were like what, like 8-0 or something dumb shit.
Exactly.
And he went down. And they sucked balls after that. So I don't have any confidence in him, and they definitely don't have any backups.
Yeah, like Mike White, I think is their backup.
Yeah.
That's sad. He wrote School of Rock.
Did he?
Yeah. But I think that both the Bills and the Jets will make the playoffs. So, I mean, you can put that down for me when we get to that point.
All right.
Bills will just be a wild card team.
Okay. So moving on to the most boring division in football, the AFC West. The Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos. As much as it pains me to not pick my team, it's the Chiefs to obviously lose.
Yeah, Chiefs are going to win that division. However, after that, I think you got a bunch of teams that are clustered together, and then the Raiders.
Yeah.
Because the Raiders are definitely going to take a step back.
Okay, so we're just gonna move on to the next one since we kind of that one's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like we both think the Chargers and Broncos are going to be fairly even with them having a new coach. Broncos.
Yeah, because honestly, as a wild card team, I'm thinking I'm going to go Broncos when we get there. I really do. So we'll see.
All right. We're going to move on to a very open division. A lot of people are already crying on the Jags to lose. Manny and Brandon, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like it's the Jags to lose?
Oh, definitely. I think that Trevor Lawrence proved last year that he's going to be great. Doug Peterson, amazing coach. I think that, this is going to be the Jaguars all day. I can't see anything from any of the other teams that makes me confident in them. Have the Titans even re-signed Henry?
No, but he's still signed.
Oh, I thought that he was there. That he was like looking at other teams.
He wants to leave, but they haven't moved him. It's weird. Literally everybody is starting a brand new quarterback or has quarterback controversy, except for the Jags.
Yeah.
And the Texans defense, with Ryan's there, already looking really solid. And now I know it's just a fucking, preseason game.
Yeah.
But everybody was going around everywhere.
Yeah, I think that in the next couple years, the Texans, for sure, they just got to settle their quarterback position. They got that, C.J. Stroud or whatever.
Yeah.
And he may eventually be good. But right now, you're backing up Davis Mills.
Yep.
I just don't see it, man. Jaguars made too many good moves in years past, and I think they're going to capitalize this year.
All right, so another really close division coming up, the AFC North, your Pittsburgh Steelers, your Cleveland Browns, your Baltimore Ravens, and your Cincinnati Bengals.
Despite Joey Taco's injury, I'm going Bengals because they overcame that poor start last year and ended up kicking ass the rest of the way down. I think he's just too good of a player. Like, he's going to come back and he's just going to fucking just pick up right where he left off.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going Bengals as well.
Now, as
nothing
for
too fancy. It's just, I know it's not a very sexy pick. We agreed on pretty much everything on this side, so it's really boring except for Bills and Jets.
what about what do you think the Browns are going to do? How do you think they're going to do with Deshaun?
I do think it's going to be interesting. All right, I'll explain here in a second. All right, since you did NFC playoff teams, I will do the AFC teams first. So obviously, I picked the Bills, the Chiefs, the Jags, and Bengals, leaving 3 to go. I will tell you right now, what the first wild card will be the highest scoring team in the league, the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
The second one will be the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Still not putting up a lot of points, but better than last year. where they're going to hit that plateau where if they would have hit 21, they would have won 10 games.
Yeah.
I think they managed to get 21 this year and do something similar. With the best cornerback in the fucking league on our team as well. Then my final pick, the Jets.
The Jets. Okay.
I almost picked the Browns. Very narrowly missing it in the final week.
So you think that Deshaun's going to take a nice little step forward and be better than we're expecting?
Yeah, I think the first year he was just like trying to work himself back into playing shape and just like getting back in the flow of the game. And if it doesn't work out for Cleveland, they're gonna fire their coach at the end of the year. If it doesn't.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna have to move on.
Yeah. So for you have
The Bills.
You had the division winning Jets, Chiefs, Jags, Bengals. You picked the Bills
And Broncos.
Okay, you picked the Broncos, and you got one team left.
I am gonna say I'm going dark horse. I'm saying Miami Dolphins.
Open.
Yeah, because I think if Tua stays healthy, then they could win some games. Or he may win enough to just put him in the playoffs, then get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, again, since you picked the last one, I will pick the AFC Championship game and the AFC Championship winner. I will pick in the championship game the Chiefs. Wow, I know. Really boring prayer. Versus the Ravens.
Chiefs Ravens. So you think they get it done in the third game against the Bengals, huh?
I don't think they see the Bengals in the playoffs.
I will go Chiefs Bengals, and then Bengals winning. Bengals finally getting that off their back.
The Bengals take down the Chiefs.
Yep.
So that leads us to the Bengals versus the Eagles and the Niners versus the Chiefs. And you have a playoff scenario of the Eagles versus the Bengals. Who you take?
On paper, Eagles all day. So, however, if Joey Taco is not injured, he's going to cast off the ghosts, and I think that the Bengals win their first Super Bowl.
Then they take Joey.
Yep.
So are you going?
I'm going Bengals.
You're going Bengals.
Bengals to win it all.
Bengals Super Bowl winner. So I am going a Super Bowl of roster versus roster. Unfortunately, I have to pick the Chiefs again. I'm sorry, it's going to be Chiefs back to back. They're going to be the boogeyman for the next 10 years. People called it like when they got their first one that they were going to be the new fucking 49 or the new Patriots. And you know, it's really tough. As long as Big Red's there and Patrick's there, I honestly believe that they're going to be there for 10 years. Honestly.
How many years do you think Andy Reid has?
I think he's got 5 more. If they can convince him that he can do this 10-year span and then be the most dominant of that decade, I think he'll do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him either. Because when he was the Eagles coach, like it was always Belichick and then him in terms of wins, and he could never pass Belichick. So this could be his opportunity.
I grant it's extremely chalk of us to pick, Bengals, Eagles, 49ers, Chiefs, but you could argue the Chiefs don't have a super deep roster, and potentially the Bengals on the offensive line / defensive safeties and cornerbacks and stuff. However,
that's been their knock every year.
Yeah, it's been their knock, and they've still been doing it. But the 49ers and Eagles getting that far does not surprise me one bit, just because their roster is so fucking good.
Yeah, and that's because NFCs build rosters, AFC is quarterback.
Yeah. Literally.
So you have better rosters in the NFC, but then you have better quarterback, and then it comes down to who's gonna get it done when it's time.
Yep.
You put your faith in the team or the faith in the player.
So, MVP. Your MVP for the entire season this year.
Patrick Mahomes. No, wait. Joey Burrow.
Super Bowl winning Joey Burrow. I got one for you. The highest scoring team of this year.
You going Jared Goff, you motherfucker?
I'm going with Lamar Jackson.
Lamar?
Yep.
Man.
Because I think the Ravens are going to come out and drop fucking... Like, they're going to be a feast or famine. They're either going to drop 50 on people and just smoke people, or they're going to fucking lose.
He's the highest paid quarterback right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. After this year, I don't know what they'll be. I think Lamar... Now, I could be 100% wrong, and I could get Lamar that doesn't give a fuck because he's got his money. But I also could get Lamar that comes out and drops 50 on people and being fucking...
Feels like he has to prove something.
I don't know what the new offensive coordinator is going to do, but I'm thinking that the Ravens, the defense is solid.
Bring back Brian Billick.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think they're legitimately going to come out and drop 40 on people.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, they're a good team. They had the potential to do it last year. They just didn't,
Yeah, because in the games that Lamar did play, they didn't score as much, obviously. No shocker. All right, Offensive Player of the Year this year.
If I'm going with MVP, Joey Burrow, I think...
Okay. You staying with him?
No. I think that it's going to be... Who could be the standout? I'm trying to think of a running back because this is like a prove it year for running backs.
You want me to go since you did MVP first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I got one for you. Christian McCaffrey.
That's exactly who I was thinking. They say he may be the best player in the league.
Yeah, which made no sense to me why the Patriots didn't draft him because he can do everything, and that's what Bill loves. Is
and
players,
he's white.
Especially like white running backs.
And he's white. I mean, like that doesn't make any sense. As a Patriot, why did you not draft a white guy?
I mean, they wouldn't have to move up at the time, but still. All right, who are you taking? Offensive Player of the Year.
I will say Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. All right, you're up first on Defensive Player of the Year.
Give me one of them white boys.
Which one?
TJ.
TJ or Watt? I'm going to go with last year's, could have been Defensive Player of the Year, JK, Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. He's not going to be hitting no one with no helmets?
Especially in the Steelers games. He's going to fucking take out the Steelers quarterback.
Yeah, who Pickett or whatever?
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett?
Ooh, I almost want to go a dark horse on you. But I'm not going to.
Who were you thinking, though?
Let me look up his name. I forgot the first part of his name.
I was almost going to say Sauce.
Oh, man, that's really good.
Because I think that the Jets are going to be playing with the lead.
I'm going to actually go Patrick Surtain Jr.
Ooh, Surtain. He's good.
The guy that's going to come out of nowhere, I think. The guy that's going to come out this year. Is Baron Browning for the Broncos.
Dude, anyone on the Broncos, like if you tell me, I believe you because their defense is otherworldly always.
Yeah, even like when they're down, they're still really fucking good.
Yeah, they don't give up. Like, they play their ass off even when in a losing situation.
Yeah.
They got the most pride of any defense in the league. I'll call it right now.
We were giving up like 13 or 10 to 13 points a game in all those losses.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, 10 to 13 is absurd in today's NFL.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and you guys have had like a top defense for how many years now?
Yeah, a long time now. But Barrett Browning last year was just starting to come on and get sacks and starting to get noticed for being a big time guy. But I think this year he will get noticed as a top tier, maybe not like top 5, but possibly cracking the top 10 pass rusher.
Well, if he's gonna get that fucking defensive player of the year, then he's probably gonna move up into the top 5.
Yeah. I'm picking my defensive player of the year is Patrick Surtain Jr. though.
Yeah, but I mean that's a pretty good pick. You think
right.
so? You think he's better than Sauce though, huh?
Yes, I think he's the best cornerback in the league.
And I would be hard pressed to disagree with you. He's fucking pretty good.
There's probably 4 guys you can argue between right now, but
None of them play for the Cowboys though. That's what the best part is.
Yeah.
That guy's trash.
All right.
Oh fuck! I forgot. What about Micah, dude?
Micah Parsons?
Yeah, he's like Bob Sanders, dude.
You didn't pick him.
I know. I forgot about him.
Do you want to take him over TJ?
No, because my second pick was Sauce, so he'd be my third pick.
Okay.
Now fuck it. Throw Micah up there, then Sauce, and then TJ.
Well, you can't do that. You can only pick one.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that it's gonna be Micah, but I'm like saying for my next ranking, because those will be my new order. So it's definitely gonna be Micah, especially if he plays all year.
So you want Micah to be your defensive player of the year?
Yep. Micah Parsons, DPOY. The only reason the Cowboys make the fucking playoffs.
Okay. All right. On the last one. Now we're gonna do this the fairest way I can think of. This is what the projected people are to be comeback player of the year. So to make it fair between us, you can pick somebody off this list, but I figured we could just do this list.
Yeah. But I'm gonna just say Matthew Stafford. Like, I mean, that's obviously I'm picking him to stay good and then make his team's gonna make the playoffs. So Matthew Stafford for me.
Mine should be fairly obvious. Who do you
Lamar?
think it is? Yeah, I'm taking Lamar.
So yeah, we didn't even need. But who else is on the list? Just for parity's sake.
DeMar Hamlin. Tua Tagovailoa.
He was, well. First of all, let's break them down one at a time. DeMar Hamlin was never that good anyway.
Yeah, but what happened to him?
Yeah, I know, but so I guess the fact that he comes back, period, is impressive. But he's not going to come back and be good enough to be the best person who came back because he wasn't good to begin with.
Okay.
Tua, he wasn't gone long enough. He would have to come back and his whole season would have to be great.
Russ?
You know what? Russ could do it, but since he wasn't actually gone, he was just in a down year. I don't think I think he improves for sure, but I don't know if he improves enough.
Lamar?
I would say Lamar, but like players like him who were like gone, like situationally, like yeah, he was hurt, but he was also like I want my money. I just don't see it.
Okay. Not Mechie the third.
Yeah, I don't even know who that guy is. So
How about Brees Hall?
same.
Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp will come back and be amazing with Matthew, but I think they give it to Matthew because he's older.
And a quarterback.
Yeah.
Trey Lance?
Trey Lance isn't even the starter apparently.
He could be the comeback player of the year, dude.
But did he play before?
No.
So what's he coming back? What do you mean? I have no basis for comparison.
Calvin Ridley?
Calvin Ridley's going to be good, but he's coming back from gambling, so I don't think it's going to really... He's probably just going to put up the same numbers he always does. Anyone else?
And then it's Stafford. That's the list.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Stafford. He's going to lead his team to the playoffs.
Okay. All right. Now you ready for the last segment of let's see who, if
Matthew Stafford is a top 10 quarterback or if he is a top 15.
Yep.
I think it'll be close. Maybe closer than I think. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you right now, he's the best quarterback in the NFC West.
Okay. I'll just go down the list, starting with AFC East. Josh Allen.
Okay, Josh Allen and him are on the same level. I'll give Matthew Stafford the edge for less bad decision making.
That is the dumbest asinine thing I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, but he's gonna. But what's like even stats wise, he runs more. That's about it.
I don't think anybody would agree with you right now.
That's fine. So how many Super Bowls Josh Allen got?
How many kids fucking douchebag got without fucking McVay?
Well, we'll see this year, won't we?
I guess we will. Oh, because he has McVay. I forgot. No, he doesn't. How? That is what?
Yeah, dude, I've never been a Josh Allen fan, and I'm still not. Like when if we play against him, I'm not scared of him because I'm like, he'll have a good game until he doesn't, and then the team will have to bail him out.
Okay, so we'll go by what you have ranked and I have ranked, then we'll put it on Facebook and see what other people think.
Okay.
That fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So I got. I'm putting it. All right. So I got Josh Allen. You do not have anybody yet. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I'd say Aaron probably.
Okay, Aaron. Tua.
Stafford.
Man, this is really fucking hard to be honest with you. I see them. I think he has. They're like the same guy right now. Like they both get hurt.
Yeah.
And they're both really good when they play, but like they don't play.
Yeah, exactly. But like Stafford has Cooper Kupp right now, and he has Tyreek. So like it comes down to who do you think's gonna impact the game more? Probably Tyreek, but Kupp's gonna get more yards.
I mean, Stafford misses a couple games, so does Tua, but like Stafford's never missed a whole year before. But I think his like injury was pretty catastrophic.
Yeah, but if like they're like, hey, you have to build a Super Bowl team right now, but their quarterbacks are Tua or Stafford. Who would you take in crunch time?
I would probably still take Stafford.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, all right, next one.
Mac Jones, Stafford.
Mac Stafford. Okay. So you taking Kenny Pickett or are you taking Stafford?
Stafford.
Now, I would say Kenny because he's got a full career ahead of him.
Yeah, I know. Like if you're building long term, I'm talking about this year. Kenny Pickett's not going to have a better stat line at the end of the season, and that's what we're going with.
Okay. Deshaun.
I just don't have any confidence in Deshaun, so I'm taking Stafford right now. Has Deshaun ever put up a better season than Matthew Stafford? I know he had that one really good year, but like, was it better than Matthew Stafford's best year?
Without going back and looking, I'm pretty sure his like 3-year stretch was really fucking good. But I have to look though. Lamar,
definitely. And then obviously Joey.
Okay. Yeah, the Deshaun's really close for me. That's another pick 'em for me. Like, I just don't know how he's gonna come back from injury. You know?
Yeah, but right. I just think that he's, and we'll be able to quantify it at the end of the year. We'll just look at the quarterback rating at the end of the year. It's like gonna be pretty easy to determine this one.
Yeah, you can argue that Deshaun's working his way back in.
Okay. Trevor, the only one from the fucking AFC South, Trevor, right?
Yeah, and I think that Trevor is a Matthew Stafford type player. I don't think this is the year. Give me a couple years, Trevor, but right this year, at the end of this year, it's gonna be Stafford.
You think Stafford would be better by the end of this year than Trevor?
Yeah, he's gonna have better stats just overall.
Okay. Mahomes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Mahomes.
All right. I don't even know who the Raiders quarterback even is.
Yeah, so above him. I put him above Wilson, and I put him above Herbert too right now. Like I said, in a couple years, no, but I just think that they're too similar a player, and Stafford's been doing it longer. So I think that he's got the better receivers, and he's just going to have better stats at the end of the year.
I'm saying Herbert is better than Stafford.
Well, I figured you would.
I'm not going to say Russ, though. All right. NFC East. Obviously, you're taking Jalen, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Jalen and Dak. The other guys, Stafford over them. So how far down is he in the? So I might end up knocking him out of the top 10 before this is even over. So where's he at?
I'm not taking Dak, but I'll give you Jalen. Definitely. Golf.
The guy he replaced?
Yeah.
No, Matthew Stafford for sure.
Cousins.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
Fields.
Matthew Stafford. Love Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bother wasting your time with that one. The Cousins one is closer.
Oh yeah, because he can put up the stats. But I don't think he's going to have as good a year this year as he had last year. I really don't.
I think I'm going Stafford over Cousins, but it's close.
Yeah.
Only the physical ability that he had, but again, who's to say after injury? Okay, next division, the Pick'em South with no quarterback.
Stafford.
Derek Carr.
Stafford.
Over everybody?
Yeah, because Derek Carr is still my number 16 quarterback always. He's the exact middle point of everything.
Okay. Finally, obviously you're not taking him over anybody in the NFC West.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I'm taking him over everyone in the NFC West.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree on that. I don't like Kyler. I think Gino's a fluke.
Yeah, and I think Purdy eventually, but not this year. He's going to be good and he will put up good numbers, just not as good as Stafford.
They finally figured out a system that Gino can work in.
I think Pete Carroll's just an underrated coach.
Yeah, especially defensively.
People think that he's not as smart as he is. They think, oh, he's a rah guy, not an X's and O's guy. But yeah, he figures out the X's and O's too.
Or his coordinators, dude. Sometimes that's a part of it. You got to figure out who guys.
Yeah, being a good coach is also having the right guys in the right positions. You know.
Exactly. Sometimes that's half the battle. Is just being able to identify talent that can better your current talent.
Yep.
That's a hard skill just in itself, a very hard skill. You can just ask people who have like that hire supervisors under them. Sometimes they pan out and they're fucking phenomenal. Sometimes they're just fucking garbage and they're not a supervisor.
Yep, exactly. So your team holds you up. You're just the top.
Yep.
Okay, so where does he fall on your rankings?
On my ranking, he is 9 actually.
Oh, so he's a top 10 on yours too, huh?
We're splitting hairs on a few, but yes, apparently he made it on mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 8th on yours.
Hey, that's exactly where I put him. And right below him is Josh Allen. Like I said, I'm not a hater of him. I just don't believe in him. I think if you get into his head, he gets into his own head real bad. So yeah, keep that ratings down too, and we'll look at the end of the season and see.
Okay. People better than Stafford.
And I'm even kind of splitting hairs on Dak, but I think that Dak, he's gonna have a bounce back year. He's kind of in a prove it year. And Micah Parsons is gonna be wrecking it on defense, so he's going to be on the field a little bit. So is that what we got? Is that our picks?
Yeah, that's everything, man.
That's the 2023 most hated live stream football picks? I think I am going to post this video. All right, sounds good, man.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling the Eagles getting back to the Super Bowl and losing it?
Yeah, I mean, I want them to win, so obviously, but I think that the Bengals are finally going to fucking be able to get it done, dude. They've had so many eras where they've had a team that should have won, and something always happens. I think they're getting over it this year.
Okay.
I mean, the Carson Palmer era. Remember the fucking infamous Steelers tackle?
Mm-hmm.
Made a whole comic about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say we can call it here, brother.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
See you
let's-
later, bitches.
Later.
Peace.